The owners of a high-profile development firm with multiple properties in St. Louis now indicted today on fraud charges. The federal indictment alleges Lux Living owners conspired to defraud the city of St. Louis, all to gain millions of dollars worth of tax incentives from the city. Though they used this through their minority hiring program, officials say they submitted falsified documents to the St. Louis Development Corporation, claiming businesses owned by minorities and women perform millions of dollars worth of work. The indictment alleges that work never took place. Long before this indictment today, St. Louisans have been upset at Lux Living owners. Just last year, control of the Eli Walker lofts downtown was taken away after repeated problems. Lux Living still owns a number of properties in our area, including the Soho luxury apartment complexes.
And new